Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is your host, Bobby King, bringing you the latest Iraqi dinar news you won't want to miss. We've got some exciting developments to talk about today. We recently saw a really good rate at the banks on the dinar. Not quite the redemption center contract rate, but still handsome enough to get the community buzzing. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and support the channel. Your support means the world to me and helps keep this information flowing to our community. Let's dive into today's update. In a world where headlines are consumed with chaos and conflict, a whisper of financial hope is beginning to rise from an unexpected place, Iraq. For those paying attention to the global currency markets and the intricacies of international banking, a shockingly positive development has emerged. And while it hasn't made front-page news just yet, for many, it could be life-changing. Earlier this week, Iraq did something that few anticipated. Amid economic volatility and regional instability, the Iraqi dinar experienced a notable surge at local banks. It wasn't just a minor fluctuation, it was a handsome rate, significantly better than what's been seen in recent memory. No, it wasn't the highly anticipated contract rate that's expected to appear on the redemption center screens, but still, it was more than a whisper of progress. It was a signal. For years, rumors have swirled in the alternative finance community about a revaluation of certain international currencies, with the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong being front and center. The idea? That one day these underdog currencies, artificially suppressed and long underestimated, would correct themselves in value, and those who held onto them would reap the rewards. That day might not be here yet, but according to credible sources close to these developments, it's no longer just speculation. A glimmer in the desert in Baghdad and other key financial districts, reports have surfaced that banks offered a much improved rate on the dinar. So good, in fact, that it has sparked cautious optimism even among skeptics. While these rates still fall short of what's anticipated on redemption center screens, facilities specially prepared for currency exchanges post-RV, the shift is undeniably hopeful. This is more than just numbers on a screen. It reflects deep economic restructuring within Iraq, a country whose narrative for 2 decades has been war, division, and political chaos. For the dinar to move meaningfully, there must be something happening beneath the surface: stabilization, oil leverage, foreign reserves, or perhaps a coordinated international shift. And this isn't happening in isolation. The quiet strength of the dong simultaneously, the Vietnamese dong has been making waves of its own. Vietnam's economic rise has been slow but steady, with manufacturing, exports, and a tech sector that's quietly booming. Now, the dong is getting attention not just from regional investors but from global currency watchers. Sources suggest that the dong will also be tradable at banks, and at rates that may surprise many. Though, much like the dinar, the rates expected at redemption centers will be even more favorable, possibly exponentially so. But even conservative estimates are painting a bright picture for those holding dong, especially those who have waited patiently for a day many deemed a pipe dream. "I've been told we will be pleased with those rates," one source close to the redemption process said. That's not just speculation, that's expectation backed by preparation. Why now? The timing is striking. The global financial system is shifting. Central banks are reconsidering their roles. Nations long tied to Western hegemony are exploring new alliances. BRICS nations are building alternative financial systems. Digital currencies are being tested at national levels. Amid all this, a recalibration of currency values, especially for countries with large resources, emerging economies, and long-suppressed exchange rates, starts to make strategic sense. The dinar and the dong are no longer fringe topics in obscure financial forums. They're being discussed in banking circles, in policy rooms, and among people who understand that what seems unlikely today may be inevitable tomorrow. What comes next? For holders of these currencies, the developments in Iraq and Vietnam are a jolt of cautious hope. But it's more than just a potential financial windfall. It's symbolic of resilience, patience, and the idea that even forgotten corners of the world can rise again. But with that hope comes responsibility. If these currencies do revalue and bring wealth to ordinary people, how that wealth is used will matter. This isn't just a lottery ticket. It's an opportunity for impact, for community uplift, for investments in local economies, for healing generations of financial hardship. Let's be clear, not all the pieces are in place yet. The redemption centers haven't opened their doors. The contract rates haven't been revealed. But for the first time in a long time, it feels like the wind is shifting. The dinar has moved. The dong is moving. And in the quiet corridors of global finance, the countdown may have already begun. In a world parched for hope, maybe, just maybe, it's time to believe that redemption is not just a concept. It's becoming a reality. In the end, I want to ask my friends watching to stay positive and patient, because patience is the key to success. Please subscribe to my channel and support me. Wishing you all a wonderful day.